So where I left off last week, I was thieving in Polnevich. I was doing blackjacking, and I ended off with 80 thieving, so I continued doing that. Got a pretty good cash stack, as you guys can see. I did blackjacking all the way up until 85 thieving. Best thieving experience in the game, up until 91. So the levels went by pretty fast. When you get higher levels and you stop failing on the knockout, I think you can get like around 250k doing this method. At lower levels, around 80. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it caps out at more around like 230, 240k, something like that. And I still have been trying to do my herb runs and my birdhouses, but it has been getting a little hard because I have been running out of seeds. So I've had to make a few trips over to the Master Farmers to get more seeds. So I've been really feeling like getting 99 thieving because Master Farmers are just a whole ton better with 99 thieving. Because with 100% success rate, you can pretty much just sit there and spam click them and get tons of seeds. All you have to do is drop seeds when your inventory is full. You can go over to the Master Farmer in Artie and get him stuck so that he stays in pretty much the same location. Since you don't fail, you don't need food, so you don't have to go to the bank. Currently, I use the Master Farmer over in Draenor Village because the bank is right there because I have to get food out pretty often. When I start Slayer, I know I'll get a lot of seeds from that, but even from Slayer, I don't think I'm going to be getting enough seeds to allow me to do like 4 or 5 herb runs every day. With the money that I got from blackjacking, I spent it on runes over at the Ali Morrison store. That's probably not the best decision because I think you can get them a lot cheaper at other stores. And last time I played an Iron Man, which was quite a long time ago, whenever I tried to buy them at like the Mage Guild, there was always competition, it seemed like, and I couldn't get runes that quick. So I didn't even want to bother with trying to get to another spot to get runes. I just thought, since the Ali Morrison shop was pretty much always full, I would just buy them there, spend a little bit extra GP, but get them pretty quick. And the reason why I was buying runes is because I'm going to be doing the Mage Training Arena for the Master Wand and Mage's Book and Bones to Peaches. Originally, I wasn't planning on getting Bones to Peaches, but that's just because I forgot about it. I forgot that you need that to make the tablets, which you want to bring to a lot of bosses. In the end, I had to get something like 5k natures, 2k laws or over 2k laws, and then like 2k cosmics, which pretty much wiped out my GP. It costed more than I was expecting, but I think that's because I wasn't originally planning on getting Bones to Peaches, so that wasn't in my GP cost calculation. So the Mage Training Arena, the Alchemy Room is extremely good at XP. I think you get over 100k XP per hour there when you're doing it pretty efficiently. You get the regular XP for doing high alch, and then you also get XP for depositing coins. So it's actually very fast training. All the other rooms aren't that quick for XP though, so it kind of brings down the average XP across the entire arena isn't that great. And then another thing I worked on was my smithing, and I wanted to get some darts to train up my range level. I'm going to be using range to train up my Slayer for the first bit. Before making my darts, I wanted to get my smithing up a little bit, so I wanted to use up my gold ore from the blast, or from Motherlode Mine. And before I used up that gold ore, I wanted to get the gold smithing gauntlets, which doubles the XP, so I did Family Crest. And that was a little dangerous. I had to go into the wilderness for that, and I did see a couple PKers my combat level, but I just hopped before anything happened. Then I killed the Ice Cream, which gives ice gloves, which you want to use for blast furnace smelting. So I ended up making about 1,300 steel bars and about 1,300 mithril bars. That was after smelting, I think, a little over, something like 1.5k gold bars. And then I went to Varrock, smithed the steel bars and mithril bars into dart tips. And all that was enough to get me just a little over level 60 smithing. I did do a little bit more blackjacking to get some more cash to buy ores and more money for runes and stuff. So I did blackjacking up to 87 thieving. First thing I unlocked was Bones to Peaches. That helps with the graveyard room. So if you're going to be doing a lot of Mage Training Arena, the first thing you want to unlock is Bones to Peaches. The next thing I unlocked was Master Wand. So that is awesome to have done. That is one of the best. That's my best in slot mage attack weapon until I get the Kodai wand, which is a very long way away. So just about my best in slot mage weapon is unlocked now. I take that back. It's best for mage attack bonus, I think. I think it's better than the Staff of the Dead for mage attack, But the Staff of the Dead is better because it has a magic damage bonus, and I will be getting that. But it's still cool to have the Master Wand unlocked. And so since I plan on using range for Slayer, I wanted to get that up, and how I always get my early levels in range is by doing Shadow of the Storm. At the end of the quest, it gives you 10k XP towards, I think, any combat skill besides maybe prayer, even if it's level 1, so I always use that XP on range, and it boosts you straight from level 1 all the way up to 27 range. That quest is also a requirement for RFD, so I would have had to do it at some point anyway. And before I did the quest, I actually went to Fossil Island and I did a little bit of strength training there just to get my HP up a little bit and strength a little bit so that the boss on Shadow of the Storm wouldn't be too dangerous, because it can hit, I think, like around 15, and I had like 30 HP, so I wanted at least a little bit more HP before doing the quest, especially since I don't have any protection prayers. You can flinch it, so you're not too likely to die if you know what you're doing, but I still would rather be safe, so did that. Got up to 40 HP, and then while I was doing Mage Training Arena, I was making my darts. Worked out pretty well in the telekinetic room while running to different sides of the room. I just sit there and fletch darts, so I ended up making all 13k of my steel and mithril darts, and that got me up to, I'm just a little bit XP short of 60 fletching right now. Then I also did the Lost Tribe quest and Death to the Dorgeshan. What those quests do is they unlock me the Dorgeshan city place, and inside that city there is a very useful training method slash gem resource, which is the rich Dorgeshan chests. So in my last video, Iron Seaball in the comments mentioned these chests. Thank you for mentioning them. I was originally planning on doing the gem mine in Shiloh Village to get gems, but you kind of want a glory charged in order to do that, and I can't get a charged glory on this account unless I do hard clues, and that could end up taking forever to get a glory from that, so yeah, I'd scrap that idea. I completely forgot about these chests. These chests actually used to be the best training method in the game. Back a few years ago, there actually wasn't a limit on how often you could hop. You could hop as much as you wanted, and there was no limit, and that made these chests over 300k XP per hour if you were doing them perfectly. I did them on my main account for some of my thieving levels. I can't remember which levels, but I didn't do them for the loot, so I didn't even realize that you got a bunch of gems from them. But yeah, I'm doing them now for my thieving up to level 95. They're pretty dang good because they're sort of AFK. You get pretty good thieving XP, and you also get tons of gems. Tons of opal, jade, and topaz, which I want for the bracelets for Slayer that speed up Slayer, and then just the teleports. There's a lot of useful stuff you can get from those gems. And then from 95 to 99 thieving, I'm planning on just doing that at the Ardy Knights in Ardy after doing the Ardy Medium Diary. And that should give me a pretty good cash stack again. So that is pretty much what I've been doing and kind of what I have planned to do here in the near future. And before ending the video, there's one other thing that I want to talk about, and if you guys know the answer to this question, just post down in the comments. It'd be really helpful. But I know there's a really good way to get soda ash, and that's from the underwater thieving and agility method on Fossil Island. You do that like minigame, you get like mermaid tears, and then you use those tears to buy like spores, and then you grow giant seaweed, and then you get the seaweed, and you can make molten glass and stuff. But what my question is that worth it for me to do on this account? Considering that I don't have super glass make, so I'm going to have to use all the seaweed on a fire and then bank those, and then, yeah, is it worth it for me to get my soda ash that way? And then I'll have to get my buckets of sand probably from the sand pile over in Yanil. Or since I can't use super glass make, should I just continue getting my soda ash and sand from the charter ships? And I know XP wise it is efficient to do that minigame, not even considering the soda ash, but I have other ways that I need to do agility on the rooftops to get marks of grace, and I need to do thieving on knights to get cash, and master farmers for the seeds, and the Dorg chest for the gems and all that stuff, and I don't care about XP past 99, so basically any thieving XP I get there is worthless. The XP that would be worth a little bit there is agility, because I'll probably have more than enough marks of grace from rooftops before I even hit 99. So taking all that into account, anyone who knows that minigame really well, knows efficiency and all that stuff, just let me know down in the comments if it would be worth it on this type of account to even do that minigame for the Soda Ash. Thank you guys all for watching, and see you in the next video.